أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا محمد كما صليت على سيدنا إبراهيم وعلى آل سيدنا إبراهيم، وبارك على سيدنا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا محمد كما باركت على سيدنا إبراهيم وعلى آل سيدنا إبراهيم في العالمين إنك حميد مجيد. By the barakah of Sidi Shaykh Mohamed Faouzi al-Karkari قدس الله سره. Notes from Mudhakara of January 11, 2024. Before starting this video, I would like to state that this work would never have seen the light without Sidi Shaykh. If something is wrong, it will be from myself, and everything that is correct is from Sidi Shaykh. A disciple stated that while performing istighfar in the last third of the night, he witnessed, as usual, the niche and the lamp. When he finished and lay on the bed while continuing to perform istighfar, he witnessed the light in the form of a moon. Sidi Shaykh in his answer said that this is normal and has been explained multiple times. He referred to the experience of Sayyidina Ibrahim alayhi salam when he witnessed the planet, the moon and the sun. Sidi Shaykh explained that the matter is not about witnessing, but rather about what Sayyidina Ibrahim interpreted from the vision. What knowledge did the heart of Sayyidina Ibrahim gain when he witnessed what he witnessed? He said, "This is my Lord." His vision of the planet, the moon, and the sun is an approximate measurement of the distance between him and Allah's presence, subhanahu azza wa jal. If one sees this planet or this moon and settles in his heart that this is not a planet and this is not a moon, but this is the Lord's face, in this case, one has realized the meaning, the secret of his nearness to his Lord. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, "If my servant comes to me walking, I come to him running. And if he comes one span nearer to me, I go 1 cubit nearer to him. And if he comes 1 cubit nearer to me, I go a distance of 2 outstretched arms nearer to him." Sidi Shaykh said that the meaning here is a measurement of the distance between oneself and the presence of the Lord. He added that there is nothing like Allah. So how one can measure the distance with 1 span, 1 cubit, and 2 outstretched arms? How can one make difference between realization, witnessing, and nearness in walking and in running? Sidi Shaykh explained that it's evident that one needs an example, and this example, the kaf of immanence, kaf al-tashbih, is the example of Allah's light. If one has already entered the khulwa, the spiritual seclusion, and acquired the secret, yet still regards the moon merely as an image, what benefit has he gained? Sidi Shaykh said that if one is truly close to his Lord, he will recognize the time for prayer whenever he sees the sun. It's not just about seeing the sun and acknowledging it as a sun. Both the non-believer, the Magian, and the Muslim all say it's the sun. The perception of the sun by a Muslim should differ from that of a non-believer or a Magian. While the Muslim may utter Dhuha, Dhuhr, Asr, inwardly it represents performing the Dhuha prayer, performing the Dhuhr prayer, and performing the Asr prayer. If the veil has been revealed to someone and he is considered from the knowers of God, min al-arifina billah, when he witnesses the moon, even if he says it's a moon, he should have a secret in his heart that this is the level of his closeness to the presence of his Lord. This should motivate him, as he should consider it as he is from the people of the first group, al-Zumra al-Ula, in reference to the hadith of the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wa sallam. The first group to enter paradise will enter with faces like the moon in the night when it's full. Sidi Shaykh added that one should be attentive and clever during the vision. He should not stay with the example from the spiritual realm, Malakut, and forget the Lord of the spiritual realm, Rabbul Malakut. The same disciple added that he sees this moon at work, when sitting, standing, laying down, and during dhikr. Sidi Shaykh said that the Prophet ﷺ used to say when he went from his house to the mosque, "O Allah, appoint light in my heart, light in my hearing, light in my vision, etc. until he says, and make me light and magnify light for me. The Prophet ﷺ used to say this on his way to the mosque. It's important to understand that whatever the Prophet said occurred instantly, at the very moment and place. So, when he ﷺ implores Allah to bestow light in his heart and hearing, it's fulfilled. When he says, "Oh Allah, appoint light in my hair," it's not like others who may have to wait months or years for Allah to accept their supplication. The moment the Prophet makes dua, Allah accepts it. Sidi Shaykh added that for the Prophet ﷺ, he did not stop at his hearing and his vision, but instead he said, "Oh Allah, make me light." The disciple, when he sees the moon, what will he aim for? It's to draw closer to this moon. He will ask Allah to bring him closer and closer and closer. The Prophet ﷺ does not say, "Make me closer," because the word closeness implies duality. It requires both me and you, and it implies a distance measurement. When Allah said, "And my servant is still getting closer to me," and when he said, "When my servant comes to me," this is different from what the Prophet ﷺ said, "Make my hair light." In this case, there is no distance. It's as if the Prophet ﷺ said, "The hair is a part of my essence. Change it, O Allah, change it and extinguish it and make it light." Sidi Shaykh added that when the Prophet ﷺ says, "Make my hair light," one might think that the hair's colors becomes white. This is called white hair, shayb. When it becomes light, there is no longer any physical hair growth. The layer previously formed by the hair above the skin turns into luminous halo. This is the intended meaning. When the Prophet ﷺ says, "Make my skin light," it does not imply filling the skin with light. If that were the case, the skin would remain and the light would be within it, introducing a sense of duality. When someone's skin becomes light, it signifies the absence of the skin altogether. Even though others may perceive it, the person himself sees nothing but light. The same principle applies to the blood, the flesh, and the bones. Even though bones are naturally white, the notion is not that luminous bones appear from the skin. This misconception arises from the disciple getting used to duality while he is seeking monotheism, tawheed. Monotheism for the Prophet ﷺ entails the supplication to Allah to remove the bone, the skin, the flesh, the blood, and the hair, replacing them with light. Sidi Shaykh added that following this supplication, the Prophet ﷺ implores Allah to make him light. It's as if the Prophet is saying, "Oh Allah, after you have transformed all my attributes into light, make me myself light and return me to the primordial matter when you said, I took a handful of my light and said to it, be Mohamed." Sidi Shaykh explained that for the knower of God, Al-Arif Billah, there is no higher arrival than becoming light upon light. However, the Prophet ﷺ says, "And magnify light for me, wa'azzam li nur." It's as if he is expressing, "Oh Allah, make me worthy of the magnification of this supreme station." Sidi Shaykh further clarified that the process of magnification, at-ta'zim, has no end. On the other hand, the end of being entirely light is in not perceiving any trace of clay or humanity within oneself, but instead seeing oneself entirely as light. So even if the disciple comes to the Shaykh and tells him that when he performs dhikr, the light fills his body and he no longer sees himself, with the entire room bathed in light, the Shaykh will advise him to implore Allah to magnify this light for him. Then, when the disciple returns to the Shaykh and shares that he has become entirely light and the light is magnified in his heart, the Shaykh will still instruct him to implore Allah to magnify the light further, because magnification has no end. Sidi Shaykh finishes this part by saying that magnification is non-delimited, and one should not limit it with his heedlessness and ignorance. So that was all for this video. Alhamdulillah الذي هدانا لهذا وما كنا لنهتدي لولا أن هدانا الله لقد جاءت رسل ربنا بالحق اللهم لك الحمد اللهم لك الحمد اللهم لك الحمد اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا محمد كما صليت على سيدنا إبراهيم وعلى آل سيدنا إبراهيم، وبارك على سيدنا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا محمد، كما باركت على سيدنا إبراهيم وعلى آل سيدنا إبراهيم في العالمين إنك حميد مجيد. سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون، وسلام على المرسلين، والحمد لله رب العالمين.